Hi and happy Tuesday. As usual, we have some very interesting publications for you to dig into this week. Let's go. This first report was released to support the substantive preparations for the 67th session of the Commission on the Status of Women, which began on the 6th of March and concludes this Friday, the 17th of March. It tackles the gender gap in digital access and skills, inclusive innovation ecosystems and digital transformation, fostering gender transformative innovation and technology, and addresses online and tech-facilitated gender-based violence and discrimination, and protecting the rights of women and girls. The next report makes a case for the critical role of technology in facilitating efficient logistics operations with a focus on Ethiopia. It argues that logistics systems in Ethiopia are still in the early stages of development compared to global best practices, and the sector has not adequately enabled the country's international trade competitiveness. Some of the key recommendations in the report include: number 1, logistics information exchange needs to be coordinated. 2, a unified digital platform initiative is needed. 3, the logistics sector needs to be integrated and interoperable. 4, top management and boards of directors need to support digitization. And 5, digital platforms are needed to track cargo and trucks. We believe these recommendations will be useful for most African countries. My third recommendation advocates for instant and inclusive retail payment systems and their pivotal role in creating universal access to financial services for all Africans. It explores the landscapes of instant payment systems, the evolving digital payment customer behavior, barriers to and opportunities for instant payment system inclusivity, and reflects on emerging trends in the instant payment system scope. The research found that significant progress is already being made in transitioning to digital retail transactions, but changing end-user behavior towards digital means is taking time. It also helps that the report is visually compelling. This latest offering by Sherilyn Raga from the Overseas Development Institute aims to inform relevant stakeholders, including private sector players, of Rwanda's current economic situation and its state of implementation of the AfCFTA. The brief acknowledges Rwanda's recent significant economic and social development gains since the 1994 genocide and civil war, owing to the business and investor-friendly trade logistics, digital readiness, and regulatory environment. However, these economic gains were countered by the effects of COVID-19 in 2020. The brief shows that trade contributes to more than half of Rwanda's GDP. Interestingly, though, the report also notes that the Rwandan intra-African trade contribution has improved significantly and it is now above average. It concludes by providing a summary of Rwanda's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and risks for key stakeholders. The people of Niger have historically used human mobility as a strategy for adapting to environmental and climate change. This report analyzes the links between migration, environment, and the climate change nexus in Niger. And it concludes that 1, Niger is now a climate change hotspot. 2, environmental and climatic changes contribute to a precariousness of living conditions by undermining the foundations of rural economies. And 3, the socioeconomic situation therefore remains a key driver of internal and external migration, but environmental degradation contributes to this migration. One of the key recommendations of the report is that Niger implements intensive programs to improve the living environment, particularly access to drinking water and energy, health and education conditions, food security, and the promotion of socioeconomic activities linked to urban and rural markets, arguing that these would have direct effects on migration dynamics. I hope you find something that piques your interest on this list. Have a wonderful week. Goodbye.